All right, so I've got a video for you guys today on trading, and someone recommended this site to me the other day while I was streaming, and it's called Tradery, or so if you just go to tradery.com and then go to the Diablo 2 portion of it. Um, I've had success with this already, so I was able to do a couple trades yesterday with it when I was checking it out, and I would highly recommend it. It's pretty straightforward and simple to use. So you just come in here and you can select, whether you're looking for hardcore, you're on PC or whatever console, and then you can search for items. So I went in and I traded for the Immortal King set and Soul Cage, and I was able to get it for on hardcore. I just want to show you guys the difference here in the economies between hardcore and softcore. So this is softcore. Here, let me change it to PC, softcore PC, so we can do a good comparison. Okay, so this is softcore PC, and we can load some more. And I don't know if we can keep loading or not, but you can see there's um, quite a few on here, and it's going for, pretty low, like one Istrun, because there's so many listed on here. And then let's take a look at hardcore. So hardcore, there's three. And yesterday when I was looking, there was only two listed, so I was able to get one of the two that were on here. And you can see the price is a little bit higher. It's an Ohm rune, a Vex rune. People are wanting at least one high rune, basically. And so I was able to get it for an Ist rune. The guy wanted two Ist runes, basically, and I offered an Ist rune. And one thing to do whenever you're looking at selling or making a trade is you want to check what other items are going for to make sure you're not getting ripped off. And then also, if you don't have exactly what they want, do a valuation on some of your other items to see if it's the equivalent, and then you can make that as an offer. So I had an Ist rune and I had two Sur runes, but I didn't want to trade the Sur runes because those are more valuable, a little more valuable than what I wanted to spend on the IK chess piece. And so I was looking through what I had, and I had a couple of plus skill grand charms. So I had that cold skill grand charm, which I checked, and it was going for about the equivalent, an Istrun or a Vec, equivalent of an Istrun, basically. So I offered the guy an Istrun and that cold skill grand charm, and he accepted it. So that was cool. And you can DM people directly here. When you go into make an offer, you can pick from the rune list. You can pick an item. So um, you can pick, let's see, grand charm. Well, anyways, let's see. So you can pick a grand charm, and then you can add, plus the skills so that they know exactly what it is that they're getting. I don't want to submit this, so let me go back. But you can submit those offers, and the reason I wanted to show you guys this is just because, so the Immortal King is not top tier, but it's pretty solid. It's pretty strong in PVM or PVE. PVM is player versus monster. Um, and so just because it's not necessarily top tier in softcore, being strong or being, pretty strong in PVM makes it good and, definitely worth considering in hardcore, because items are generated at a much lower rate in hardcore because there's a lot fewer players. Just so there's fewer drops because of that. And also, every time a character dies, items are leaving the economy for the most part, unless you let someone loot your corpse. So if someone dies, all those items that, you know, value is destroyed, which is one of the reasons why I've always liked hardcore, because items are coming in and exiting the economy at the same time, and they're coming in at a lower rate. So the economy doesn't become totally saturated with, you know, like when we looked at softcore, there's, you know, 50 to 100 IK soul cages. So if you happen to be someone that gets that drop, good luck selling it, because not that many people are going to want it because it's not, you know, best in slot, and you're competing with 50 to 100 other people just on here to trade. So good luck trading it. It's good if you want to, you know, to buy one, but you may have a hard time though, just because people may not really be monitoring it that closely. It's hard to say. Anyways, from a seller standpoint, softcore is not that great, but from a buying standpoint, it's good. Hardcore, from really a selling and a buying standpoint, it's good because uh, you can get what you want. Usually there'll be what you want to get, but it's not so oversaturated that when you go to sell that you can't sell it. And anyways, so I wanted to get the IK set because I'm going to make a barbarian next, and I've always liked the theme of the Immortal King barbarian set. I just never was able to complete it in Diablo 2 originally, and so I've always wanted to, and so that's what I'm going to do next. And it was one of those things where, being, you know, a teenager and not knowing, it was a lot harder to value items back then. So I had an IK chest piece and I traded it for significantly less than what it was worth and got totally ripped off just because I didn't know any better. And then later, when I found out that I'd got, you know, ripped off and that it was the most rare piece of the set, when I wanted to complete the set, I had everything but the chest piece, and I was just really mad at myself. And it's kind of been burning, you know, in the back of my mind for the last 10 to 20 years. So we're gonna make an IK barbarian next, and it's gonna be cool. So if you're still tuned in and you're interested, that's what's coming down the pipe next. But I would highly recommend this site if you're not already involved in another trading community and you just need something where you can easily buy and sell or trade items here to get the gear you want, to make the characters you want. Definitely check this out. So thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching, and remember to get up. I clicked on that too soon. And remember to give them the D.